Yeah, so Christmas time is approaching. I can't believe we're just literally about a month away.
And a month and a
A month
couple
and a half,
weeks.
yeah,
Or,
away. And we wanted to ask you what's under your tree for this Christmas. And we know that there's a lot of sales about to happen. We're
I
talking
know
about
he's been eyeing the iPad.
the new iPad Pro. I'd love to get my hands on that.
I don't even have a list really.
She lies. She wants the Apple Watch.
I mean, I don't have to get that.
Yeah, some AirPods, a couple things like that. If anybody knows me,
He's an Apple.
I'm an Apple gadget
fiend.
guy because they make some of the best products. But that's besides the point. Whatever's on your top three, I want to put one more thing on that list, and it's something that money can't buy. Okay, and it's also something that you can't afford to live without, and that's trust. We want to talk about trust.
Trust in marriage.
Trust in marriage, trust in relationships. It's a very valuable commodity, something that's easily lost and takes time to build. But we just want to talk about the gift of trust that God has given us in our relationship. Our relationship has not been perfect, but it has been built on a foundation of trust.
Yeah.
And that was built early on through friendship.
Yeah, from the dating process, I trusted, or even before dating, like you said, friendship. I remember calling Sel when I was going through a particular issue, and I trusted that he would have good advice. I trusted that, he'll pray for me, or, whatever it is. I just felt like I could trust this guy, even though we weren't best friends per se, but he was always genuine. So I felt like if I ever needed someone to talk to, I felt like he was there. And then that, of course, plus the dating, plus now marriage, it's the same.
Yeah.
I can't recall one time when I didn't trust you. Like, I'm trying to think, like, where you gave me a reason to feel like side eye, or like it's a beautiful thing. Like I don't really remember a time. Like I don't go through his phone like, let's see who's he's texting, or let's see what he's doing with money, or
And she sees everything.
yeah, facts.
Everything. Her eyes just, what's that? But it's true. I mean, just to reciprocate that, Michelle always had that ability to give you the right piece of advice. And those of you that know her, whether you're a teenager or worked with her in youth ministry or any form of ministry whatsoever, you know that she's going to tell you the deal. She's going to give you the perspective from the Word and direct you in the right direction, direct you in the right place to go. So I trust her character. So when she says something is A, I believe it's A. And to be able to know your spouse's character, what they would do, what they wouldn't do, what they say, what is truth,
Right.
and to back that up, I think that's important.
And you gotta know your spouse. Like, yes, intimately, but emotionally, like you have to know, because in any relationship, marriage, there are things that may try to come to undermine that trust.
Yeah.
We own a couple businesses together. You hire people to work within your business, or we have a huge family, and things can try to disrupt trust. But we gotta know, like, know that you know that you know. Like, I think that's a Caribbean thing, that who you have and what that person would do. So if someone was to come to me and said someone did X, Y, and Z, I would look at them and like, nope. That's not him.
Try again.
I trust him so completely that even like to the next level when he speeds, which I'm not a fan of his speeding, but I do trust his driving ability that he's gonna get me. That he's gonna get me safely safely. But
trust my skills, yes.
no, but
Better
still
trust in the Lord.
Stop speeding.
Trust in the
Stop
Lord.
speeding. For real, fact. Stop speeding. But I'm just saying, like, it goes. That word trust can be applied to so many different scenarios in so many certain instances. I trust even with money, like how we feel about spending. We talked about our expectations in marriage and money and
Our goals.
the goals that we have. So
We have to trust that we're not going to betray those goals.
yeah,
No matter what the temptation is, no matter what you want to get. Sometimes couples get frustrated when the dreams that they're trying to build together get betrayed by one of the spouse's bad decisions.
wow.
And we are vigilant not to do that, not to betray that.
Yeah.
As much as I want to buy another piece of studio gear or I want to invest in a bunch of stuff, I know the goals and the dreams that we're trying to build together. So that trust is important. Let's talk about some of the things that could try to break it down.
Like you said, business. I
Business, careers,
family, even ministry.
ministry. Ooh,
Man, oh man.
that's big. That's big because sometimes the roles that we have to play, and you know that people are depending on you. You have to assert yourself a certain way. You have to put a good foot forward in how you're dealing with people in ministry, and if they're requiring certain things of you, requiring time,
Yeah.
attention, all of that stuff, it starts to put strain on sometimes the relationship at home. And from that reason, you may say to yourself, well, why is my spouse so willing to give so much time
To somebody else.
somebody
or
else
something else, and then
and not give enough time to me? It makes you start to question certain things, you know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can recall, like, I think this happened, like when we first married. No, when we first got married. Not really about the ministry part,
Okay.
but the whole like goals and dreams. You know, me trying to work on my first album. And then he would get other clients and stuff like that. And it's like, but what about me? What about my stuff? What
Yeah.
about my stuff? So I think we've grown from that. I mean, sometimes I'll be like, yo, work on our stuff, yo, stop working on other people's stuff. Sometimes I do still say that, but I also trust his commitment to me to say that, yes, we are going to finish our stuff.
Yeah.
And I also have to trust his commitment to other people, because if they are a client or they expect a certain level of delivery or their date of delivery or whatever, that we have to trust that, I have to trust that he's going to meet those goals too. So in that scheme of things, we just need to be flexible, you know, and understanding as he puts these things on the table of his priorities, you know, and not feel salty like, oh, what about me all the time,
Right.
but start to understand the bigger scope.
When you know your spouse, you know their intentions.
Yeah, true.
Their intentions behind their actions, their intentions behind their decisions, their intentions behind things that they say.
Yeah.
If there's something, some type of constructive criticism that your spouse may offer, know that it comes from a place of betterment and not trying to tear you down or not trying to criticize you in a negative way.
Yeah.
But it's something being pointed out that they're trying to help you build your character and try to help to affirm you and to they got your back, you know.
Right motives, good intentions. When you do have that foundation of trust, you don't get easily offended by feedback,
Right.
or like you said, criticism, because it is with good intentions, good motives.
And this is a gift that has grown
Yeah.
over the years. we're not talking to you like, yeah, we're 10 years in and we got this thing locked down. We had to learn each other. I had to learn how Michelle approaches certain things, the intonation in her voice.
My tone.
Right, her tone.
You said it
Right,
all night.
right.
Her tone.
So
Intonation.
you see how she's straightforward and just that's what it is. I'm more of the euphemizer, so I choose my words carefully so as to not have any type of
Right,
misunderstanding.
to trust that I didn't really mean it how
Right.
you thought I meant it.
Right, right.
You know, and yeah, that, and I think that we still go through. I think we've gotten a whole lot better in understanding, but it's definitely something that, you know, in every relationship, whatever that thing is, you gotta work on it.
Yeah.
Gotta understand.
And regroup. And if you need clarification, talk to your spouse.
Don't just assume.
Yeah, I think assumptions. I know that we're built on this framework. We have a little bit of information, so then we do the math and we infer that something else must be true based on what we know. But if you need more information from your spouse, ask. You know, if you need clarification on something, you know, say, what did you mean when you said,
Right.
you
Right.
know, or something you said and the way you said it made me feel a certain way. Was I right to feel that way, or did you mean something else by it? And your spouse may be absolutely oblivious that they made you feel that way.
Right.
But-
And then don't respond. Well, you just sensitive.
Right. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because
Yeah.
everyone has a different threshold. Things I'm sensitive about, things Selwyn is sensitive about, and some of that stuff is deep rooted from childhood or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be. And so don't just throw that out there to justify
Yeah.
your actions.
Don't
or
be
your
dismissive.
tone. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not cool. But we've definitely learned a lot, and our trust is growing and growing and growing. And I think that's one of the biggest things under our tree.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have some more things to share with you a little later on as to what's under our tree for this year. But we hope that trust in your relationships, whether it's spousal, general family,
friend or
business relationships, whatever it is, make sure that trust is there. Don't be so quick to. You guys got the message. Make sure trust is there.
trust is there.
So, with that said, we're trusting you that you're gonna head over to iTunes, Amazon, Spotify.
You're gonna buy our album.
You're gonna buy it, stream it
We
again.
have hard copies too.
Yep.
They're great for stocking stuffers, for
Yes.
Christmas presents. So
Yes.
we'll put the links below if you want to download it or if you want to buy a physical copy. We do want to get rid of our Christmas albums before the year is out.
The gift.
The gift.
And of course, the greatest gift of all is Jesus. I like the way you said that. Jesus.
Jesus. All right,
love
guys.
I love it. All right, guys. So, signing off. And we hope that you have the greatest Christmas ever.
Yep, and feel free to share this video with your friends, family, loved ones, etc. The gift.
Peace.